Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most important aspects of Mobile Legends gameplay, jungle rotation. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, understanding jungle rotation is key to dominating the map and helping your team win. Let's get started. First, let's talk about what jungle rotation actually means. In Mobile Legends, jungle rotation refers to the path a jungler takes through the jungle to efficiently farm, level up, and provide critical support to their team. A good rotation involves balancing farming with helping teammates in the lanes, securing objectives like buffs, turtles, and eventually Lord, while avoiding unnecessary delays or deaths. A solid jungle rotation directly impacts 1. Power spikes. The faster you level up, the sooner you unlock key skills and build your core items. 2. Objective control. A good jungler ensures their team gets buffs, the turtle, and later on Lord to gain a lead. 3. Lane pressure. By ganking effectively, you create openings for your team to secure kills or turrets. Jungle rotation is one of the most critical aspects of the game, and it can make or break your performance in Mobile Legends. So why is it so important? Well, imagine this. If you're not rotating efficiently through the jungle, you'll quickly fall behind in both gold and experience. This puts you at a significant disadvantage compared to the enemy team, making it harder to keep up in fights, secure objectives, or even survive in the later stages of the game. Without proper jungle rotation, your impact on the map becomes limited, and you're not able to maintain that constant pressure your team needs to dominate. It's also important to note that jungle rotation isn't just about farming. It's about being where your team needs you, whether it's ganking an enemy lane that's overextended, helping secure vision, or contesting important objectives. And if you fail to rotate properly, your teammates may be left vulnerable, and the enemy can take control of the map, pushing you further into a defensive position. Essentially, without proper jungle rotation, your team won't be able to execute strategies effectively, and your chances of winning the game decrease significantly. Alright, now that we understand why jungle rotation is so crucial, let's dive into the basic jungle rotation path you should follow at the start of the game. To set the stage, let's focus on the early game when you're aiming to hit level 4 as quickly as possible. We begin by starting with the buff that's on the opposite side of the gold lane, typically the blue buff or red buff, depending on which jungle camp you're starting with. The key here is to clear this buff efficiently and move on to the small camps nearby. Once you've cleared your jungle and reached level 4, it's time to rotate to the gold lane. This is where you'll focus on ganking the enemy gold laner. The purpose of this gank is twofold. First, you want to deny the enemy gold laner as much farm as possible, preventing them from scaling and getting ahead. Second, by helping your own gold laner secure an early kill or force the enemy to retreat, you'll give them a crucial advantage, which could lead to an early turret push or a favorable trade in the lane. Now that you've successfully ganked the gold lane and given your gold laner an advantage, it's time to rotate to the first turtle. But before you do that, it's crucial to make sure your team is in position to help secure the objective. After successfully securing the first turtle with your team, it's time to head back to your jungle to farm and get ready for the next rotation. While you're farming, always keep an eye on the gold lane. Since you've already helped your gold laner gain an advantage with that first gank, it's important to keep the pressure on the enemy gold laner and deny them as much farm as possible. If your gold laner is pushed up, look for another opportunity to gank and maintain that advantage, ensuring they continue to scale and make it difficult for the enemy to recover. Always remember to check the mini-map regularly to track the enemy's positioning and resources. This is crucial for understanding where the enemy is and what they're doing, and it can give you a massive advantage. Knowing where the enemy jungler is, or if they're busy in a lane, can create opportunities for you to make plays and lead the game. If you spot the enemy jungler farming their side of the map, it might be your chance to invade their jungle, take their camps, or even steal their buffs. On the other hand, if you notice a weak or overextended laner, you can rotate over for a quick gank and put pressure on them. This not only denies them farm, but also disrupts their rhythm, keeping them from scaling effectively. By staying aware of the enemy's positioning and keeping them under pressure, you can force mistakes, take control of the game, and create opportunities for your team to snowball. Whether it's stealing buffs, securing objectives, or shutting down key lanes, map awareness and timing are key to keeping the upper hand. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps support the channel and lets you stay updated with all my Mobile Legends videos, streams, and shorts. Timing is everything when it comes to jungle rotation. If you're always on the move, you'll have more time to clear camps and assist your team. But if you're stuck too long in one place, the enemy jungler will out-farm you and gain an advantage. In solo queue, it's common to face situations where coordinating with your team for objectives like the turtle can be difficult. Often, you'll find that the enemy team is stronger or more organized, which means attempting to contest the turtle can be risky and lead to an unfavorable outcome. In these cases, it's smarter to give the turtle to the enemy and focus on a trade by invading their jungle. By stealing enemy buffs or jungle camps, you can still gain valuable resources and disrupt their economy, all while minimizing risk. This strategy helps you stay competitive by denying the enemy team farm, allowing your team to recover or scale up without directly challenging them in a head-on fight. As the game progresses into the mid to late stages, your jungle rotation needs to adapt to the evolving priorities. Securing critical objectives like the turtle and lord becomes a top priority. At the same time, you should shift your focus to supporting your team through well-timed ganks, counter ganks, and maintaining map control. Always be aware of the state of the game and rotate with your team to contest objectives, protect your lanes, or push for a decisive advantage. Effective jungle rotations in the late game can turn the tide of battle, so prioritize teamwork and timing to maximize your impact. Single mistake could lead to a lost lord fight or team wipe, so always evaluate the risks before committing. Combining good rotations with faster jungle clearing is the cornerstone of being a highly effective jungler. Faster clears not only help you maintain momentum, but also allow you to create more impactful plays across the map. The ability to clear your jungle efficiently means you'll always have the time to rotate for ganks, counter ganks, and objectives without sacrificing your own farm and progression. Late game rotations are where games are often decided, and as a jungler, your decisions can make or break your team's chances of victory. At this stage, every move must be calculated. The focus shifts from farming to securing major objectives, controlling the map, and sticking with your team to create opportunities or respond to threats. Your late game rotation should revolve around key objectives like the lord and buff camps. Never wander alone, as getting picked off could give the enemy an opening to take the lord or push your base. Instead, rotate with your team to stay safe and maximize your impact during team fights. Timing is crucial. Rotate to areas where you can pressure the enemy while still being able to respond quickly if they make a move. For example, if your team is split pushing, ensure you're near enough to join the fight if the enemy engages. Conversely, if the enemy is grouped, focus on finding an angle for a decisive team fight or setting up ambushes in the jungle. In the late game, one of the most critical aspects of your rotation is managing objectives. Before a lord fight, ensure you've cleared nearby waves and your jungle buffs, so you're fully prepared. Stick close to your team and look for opportunities to catch out isolated enemies. After securing the lord, rotate with your team to apply pressure in multiple lanes, forcing the enemy to split their defense. Finally, always adapt your rotation based on your team's position and the enemy's movements. The late game is about precision and teamwork, so every step you take should contribute to your team's ultimate goal, securing the win. Mastering late game rotations ensures you'll always be in the right place at the right time to turn the tide of battle. Remember, the key to success lies in consistent practice, precise timing, and maintaining constant map awareness. Every second in the jungle matters, whether it's preparing for objectives, ganking a lane, or stealing resources from the enemy. By improving your rotations, you'll not only elevate your gameplay, but also be the pillar your team can rely on to secure victory. That's it for today's guide on jungle rotation. Mastering this skill is essential for becoming a dominant jungler and will give you a huge advantage in every match. Good jungle rotations are not just about clearing camps. They're about controlling the flow of the game, creating opportunities for your team and shutting down the enemy's strategy. So get out there, apply these strategies and watch how your games improve. And as always, don't forget to keep learning and adapting. Every match is a new opportunity to refine your skills. Good luck, and I'll see you on the battlefield.